you do everything here in this studio?
Most of the time, yeah, because I travel a lot.
Yeah.
Because as we spoke earlier, I just was in Miami doing Enrique Iglesias' album, and then Boston for a girl group called Jada, and so you just fly all over the place, Atlanta, Akon, But I try to do as much as possible from here,
Do you usually a lot of the songs that you work on are kind of danceable and kind of upbeat pop radio?
Yeah.
Have there been other genres you've worked in that are kind of outside the...
Ballads I've done. I have a ballad on Brandy.
Yeah.
The new album is number 7 right now.
Good.
Yeah. So called True. Yeah, and I do ballads. I just did one ballad for Toni Braxton, and we just finished one for Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
So it's like I do it all, and I rock. I love rock stuff.
Yeah.
Just like the fun thing that I think that helped me is like since growing, in my family as a big family, is the variety of music that I've listened to.
Yeah.
And I hear it in my music. Like I can do anything. It's just a sea of ideas.
When you
styles.
When you hear on the radio like a couple of songs kind of in a flavor, like the reggaeton was kind of the flavor for the minute, and different things, do you feel like, oh, I want to try a beat in that genre to kind of jump in on that?
A little bit, but you know what I'm always trying to do? The only thing, I think, that's my opinion, to make it bigger or to make it big or bigger is to try to do your own thing and compromise a little bit, in terms of like try to not go too left, but like try to create sounds, try to create the next level that people's going to copy you instead of you copying other people. That's already been done. Because most of the time, a lot of, I did it too, like earlier,
Yeah.
In my day, like what happens, like you hear something, and you try to do like that thing, and what happens by the time your song's gonna come out, like in 6 months, or it takes a long time to come out, that style is already over.
Right.
So the only way to make that thing is like, okay, you know what? Let's create the next level. So when it comes, it's fresh.
Right.
I mean, like a lot of people are calling me. It's funny. I mean, even big producers calling me like, what did you use on Just Dance?
Yeah.
Sonically is different from whatever is going on,
Right.
And like what synths, what drums, what this, what that. So that's I think that's the best thing you can do. Try to do your own thing and make it, a little bit not to the left, just make it to the middle. Yeah.
So could you describe your style in any way, or is that hard to do?
My style, my style is always trying to find new styles. I think so.
You find your style by keeping it breaking out what you've done before.
That's my thing. I always want to try something different from all the music I've heard before since I was, a kid.
So we're going to hear a country record and a heavy metal record?
Oh, a heavy metal, yes, certainly.
Are you going to bring Europe back from...
I have a funny story, but I'll tell you. So it's just like me and the singer, Joey Tempest, we were connecting, like we were emailing each other, but he doesn't know that RedOne is the same guy that was 19 and came, 18, 19, and came to his house and played with him. Exactly. But rock stuff, I'm definitely going to do rock stuff. I'm doing it all.
You've charted with so many different songs. You had the New Kids on the Block CD. You did some stuff with them, and that debuted at number 2 on the Billboard chart.
Yeah. That's
how was working with those guys after their long hiatus?
Yeah, I know. It was fun. Actually, Donnie Wahlberg is one of my best friends, actually.
Cool.
Yeah. And it was just amazing because it's so fun. It's so fun and funny for me, like coming from Morocco.
Yeah.
And knowing, like, seeing all these people because, like, if you're here, you're closer to whatever is going on.
Right.
But in Morocco, you see it only on TV, and that's it. It's like way far.
Way far.
It's Africa, you know what I mean? So, and it's funny, like, years later, like 15 years later, you're sitting with them, and they're your friends, and they call you, what's going on? All these big stars. It's like, it's funny, and it was a good experience, fun experience. They're nice people, professional, all of it. So It was a blessing. Yeah.
You've been able to have fun with all the artists that you've worked with.
Definitely, always.
We don't
go crazy. We like stuff, like children.
Yeah, sure.
Because that's music. That's what it is,
Yeah. Do you only produce in the studio, or do you go out and do any live stuff or live mixing or production?
Of course, yeah. Live drums, live guitars. I try to do as much live as possible, as much stuff live as much as possible. But depends on the song.